That night when everyone was asleep, my granddaughter slipped me a trembling note. "Grandpa, that thing is standing behind the tree again." I thought she was just frightened from a bad dream, until I stepped outside with my flashlight, and something whispered my name. My name is Grandpa Rich, and I'll tell you something most people never learn until it's too late. Time doesn't run fast. People just stop paying attention. This story begins one quiet winter evening when my grandson Aiden came to me with eyes heavier than any 12-year-old should ever carry. He wasn't crying, but sometimes the silence around a child is louder than their tears. I was fixing an old clock in my workshop when he walked in. "Grandpa," he whispered. "Yes, my boy." He sat beside me and stared at the ticking gears. "Can time be stopped?" I looked up surprised. "Why would you want to stop time, Aiden?" His voice cracked. "Because everything is going wrong and I just need a break." My heart tightened. Kids don't say such words unless something inside them is breaking quietly. I put the tools aside. "Come with me." We went to the attic, my favorite place in the world, full of dust, memories, and things people had forgotten. In the corner stood a wooden chest. Old, scratched, barely holding itself together. I opened it and took out a broken silver pocket watch. Its face was cracked. Both hands frozen at the same time. 3:17. "What's this?" he asked. "A story," I said softly. "One you need to hear." The watch that froze time. This watch belonged to a man named Elliot, my best friend when I was your age. Aiden's eyes lifted. "You had a best friend." "Oh, the best," I smiled. "He was fast, funny, brave, and always racing against everything. Running to school. Running through life. Running so much he never stopped to see what he was losing." Aiden leaned closer. "One day he told me his secret dream: he wanted to be the fastest man alive. He trained. He worked. He pushed himself harder than anyone I've ever seen. But you know what he didn't push himself to do?" "What?" "To be happy." Aiden looked down as if he understood exactly what that meant. The daytime stood still. One afternoon, Elliot didn't show up to meet me. Not the next day. Not the next week. Aiden frowned. "What happened?" "Life happened." I swallowed. His parents were splitting apart. His school marks were failing. And he started believing he was losing at everything. Aiden's fingers tightened around the edge of the chest. "He broke down," I continued softly. "He thought if he wasn't winning, he wasn't worth anything." Aiden whispered. "Like me." My heart cracked open. I touched his shoulder gently. "Oh, Aiden, this story isn't just about Elliot. It's about anyone who forgets they're human." I continued. "One night, Elliot came running to me, tears on his face. He pulled out this silver watch. I handed it to Aiden. He said, 'Rich, I wish time would stop. Just for a moment. Just so I don't lose again.'" Aiden asked, "And then?" "And then he tripped on the road while running through the dark. And the watch hit the ground so hard it froze at 3:17. Aiden stared at the broken hands. "It stopped." "Yes." "Because Elliot needed to stop." The secret lesson of 3:17. I leaned closer to Aiden. "Do you know why I kept this watch after all these years?" He shook his head. "Because that was the moment Elliot realized something life-changing. Time doesn't heal people. People heal when they stop running." Aiden's eyes softened. He touched the frozen watch face. I continued. "Elliot learned he didn't have to win every race. He didn't have to outrun life. He just needed to breathe. To rest. To be a kid for a while." Aiden whispered, "Grandpa, am I allowed to stop too?" My chest tightened and my throat warmed with emotion. I cupped his face gently. "Of course you are, my boy. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to win. You just have to live." His eyes filled with tears, not sad ones but the type that release the weight from the heart. A moment between us. I put the broken watch around his neck. He gasped. "No, Grandpa, this is yours." "No," I said firmly. "It belongs to the person who needs it most. And right now that's you." Aiden hugged the watch close. "Will the time ever move again?" I smiled. "When you're ready." When you stop running from things you feel. When you learn to breathe again. The hands will start moving. His eyes widened. Really? I winked. Time listens to brave hearts. The next morning. The next day, Aiden said something he had never said before. Grandpa, I think I want to talk to Mom about school. I think I need help. My chest filled with pride. That's the bravest thing you could do, my boy. He held the watch tightly. And for a second, only a second, I swore the minute hand twitched. The real magic of the watch. A week later, Aiden came running to me. But this time with a smile, not tears. Grandpa, look. He held up the watch. The hands had moved. Not much. But they had moved. You did it, I said, hugging him. He whispered in my ear. I didn't stop time, Grandpa. I just stopped being scared of it. I closed my eyes. That was the most beautiful thing anyone had ever said to me. The ending that matters. Aiden still wears that watch. Whenever he feels overwhelmed, he touches it and remembers. Time is not your enemy. Your fear is. And once you face it, time starts moving again. That watch didn't stop time. It saved a boy who thought he was running out of it.